Hey, yo, can you hear me? Hold on, man. We have some technical difficulties. But we're gonna get it going. We're gonna get it going. Hey, yo, can you hear me? Because I can't hear you. We're gonna get it going. We're gonna get it going, man. Hey, yo, Shake, what's up, man? What's good with you, dog? Yeah, I'm trying to get BlogTalk to load up right quick. What's been good with you, dog? I ain't seen you in a minute. Damn, dog. This joint better not be messing up. Hold up. Let me open up another jank right quick. So we can talk about this Kaepernick. The old Kaepernick. Hold on. Yo. Yeah, something messed up, bro. 760-695-1106, the number, yo, but something acting up. So it was just working. You know how they get, boy. When they know you got that fire, they try to slow up the process. Gosh almighty, don't start this shit. Excuse my language. What's good with y'all, man? Everybody on Facebook loading up, YouTube loading up. Hold on, man. Let me end this one. See, I ain't even getting no sound. Hold on. I'm gonna start a whole new one. What's good with y'all though, man? Facebook, what's good out there? I'm not talking about no Dolphins, dog. I can't believe you came over here and want to talk about some damn Miami Dolphins. What is wrong with him? You definitely looking for attention. And yes, I was prepared, but this jank just went out. God damn it. Let's see what it do now. Cause I need some calls, man. I ain't trying to just do a stream. There we go. He said, I'm here to go Fins.
Start your show now, press 1.
Yeah, we started. Come on.
Your show is scheduled to start in 33 seconds.
Yeah, there we go. Now we got some juice. Give me the juice. He said fireworks in 3, 2, 1. Y'all want to talk about Mason Rudolph first, or you want to get right to the cap talk? Oh, you want to talk about Lamar Jackson and all that he
doing? Your show will go live in 5 seconds.
Here we go.
4,
Somebody called in.
3,
we got to get right
2,
to the, you know what?
1.
There we go. Now we got some deuce.
When you need help or advice,
hold on. You gotta pay the bills.
Friend for help. So why go outside of Virginia?
Gotta pay the bills.
Home when you need car insurance.
Might not get no intro music though.
Gives you individual attention and won't turn you away no matter what.
Come on, bills.
Giving same day.
Nah, shout out to Able Insurance
in the state of Virginia for over 30 years. Able Insurance 979-08 14 is the number. Insurance.com is the site.
All right, here we go. Yo, 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 what up, 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 what up? What up, though? So, yo, we had some technical difficulties, man. So we're gonna jump right into it. No intro music, no pleasantries. You know what it is. It's been a minute since we went live. We're streaming on Facebook, we're streaming on YouTube right now. The number to call in is 760-695-1106. Callers in the queue. I see that you're there. My dog Shake and Bake gonna be joining us yet again. It's been a minute since my dog been on. So I'm putting that number in the Facebook, in the YouTube stream, Facebook. I'm about to put it into the stream there. Like I said, I see the callers in the queue. Don't hang up. I see y'all. So before we get started, the topic, damn it, we know what the topic is. We talk about Colin Kaepernick and the 52 fake out. We recapping that tomfoolery that went down. We can also talk about Mason Rudolph getting bopped in the head by Myles Garrett. We can also talk about Lamar. We can talk about NFL stuff, but I know the majority of the show, we got to discuss Colin Kaepernick. So let me go ahead and load up everybody that's in the queue. 540-729-804-252. What's good? You're on the BallHawk show. We live. That means it's uncut. And will be some profanity used by the callers. It is what it is. Unlike Molly on First Take, when I moderate, I sit back and I don't talk unless somebody asks me a question. So when you call the show, you are the star of the show. If you're looking at it on YouTube right now, I know it's been a minute since I went live, but you can call in and be the star of the show because I'm just the moderator. I make the platform for just the average person in the barbershop to talk, they talk. So whoever want to get started, man, you go ahead and get started. Talk about what you want to talk about. Let's get it, man. What's up? T, what's up, man?
What's up, Bella?
What's good? Who else we got? Who else we got? Got T in here. Who the other 2-5? Huh?
Players rep.
Oh, my dog, the players rep here. And who else we got?
Vail.
Ooh, it's been a minute since I talked to young Belly Vail. All right.
We got some heat on here today.
We got some heat, and we got more coming up here. There's more people that want to call, I know. So I guess we should just go ahead and talk about Kaepernick. Am I right? Why wait?
Why wait?
So who want to start it off first, man? I see Bean just called in. Let me leave. Oh, no, that's Darian. Darian on. So go ahead, T. Go ahead and start us off with the Kaepernick, man. What was your thoughts on the 52 fake out?
There was a whole lot of BS from the league as far as the waivers and them wanting him to sign, and they didn't want any kind of transparency with it. So I get where Cap was coming from as far as why he wanted to move the location and have his film team also film the work. And it's basically just so he could say, y'all can't edit this out. You know what I mean? Like, y'all can't mute me right now with my film team. And my film look different from your film. I know you trying to hold me back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm not mad at Cap for moving it or nothing like that. I think his principles always outweigh him getting back in the league anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like he just wants to make a point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just to show you, they still trying to hold me back in one form or another. So the workout being on a Saturday, that was whack anyway.
All right.
Because the team got, every team got game on Sunday and Monday. So realistically, nobody really thought that all the teams were going to show up for Kaepernick anyway. Now, they said 25 teams showed up.
That's what they said.
In Atlanta. That's what they say. I don't know how true that is. Like, I don't see 25 teams going to Atlanta and not going 30 minutes out the way to go see the man work out after you came that far.
All right.
I mean, to me, the numbers don't add up.
Okay. Anybody want to rebut or anything he said? They want to add? Who up next? Go ahead.
I'm a tag on it. Oh boy, where do you start? I think more so it's kind of like a way of trying to control the narrative on both sides.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's already working toward the NFL's favor that everybody's talking about it in a negative way. And everybody's falling into it. Like, see, we put his hand out there for him. We let this carrot sit out there for him. And he didn't take it. He went and did his own thing like we thought he was going to do. So now you got everybody saying, well, he should have just went. He should have just went. He should have just went. And then you got some of the, so you're kind of appeasing all the Kaepernick haters. And then now you got the sports media that's going to back, with what I've been seeing, has been backing the NFL. You know what I'm saying? As far as when it comes to piling on to Kaepernick. Well, I do have one question for you, Hawk, because there's one thing that's kind of bothering me, right? Josh Gordon didn't play. How long? Like, what was the break between when Josh Gordon got kicked out of the league or got suspended indefinitely and came back? How long was that span?
I want to say at least a season and a half, something like that. If I'm not mistaken. Let me
Okay.
pull it up. Go ahead, keep going though.
Because my thing is, it's already tape. You already know the man's been working out. You know what he's capable of. The man that went to playoffs and damn near won a Super Bowl for the San Francisco 49ers, right?
He sat 2 seasons there. In 2015, 2016, he was
okay, so 2 seasons, right? The man went out 2 seasons for smoking weed. They just know from the tape alone. Nobody knew, but they was able to go ahead and try to get him and try to bring him in. He only, I think it was 6 games that he actually played that one season where he was like leading the NFL in receptions and yards. But you can't go back to the same tape with Kaepernick, even though he looks like he's been in shape. He's telling you he's been in shape.
That's a good point.
Like, honestly, for me, if I were Kaepernick, I probably wouldn't have showed up at all. I mean, he probably could have showed up if we got screwed over, but he should have brought up the fact with tape.
They basically saying he didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? The NFL taking it as he didn't show up to our workout. He did his own. So they basically saying what you just said, what you was implying, like he shouldn't have showed up. They taking it as he didn't show up because he went to an alternative location and he didn't. You know, and I don't think he signed a waiver. Working out there, am I right, Robert?
He didn't sign a waiver. Yeah, so that's why I worried the whole time about that. Yeah.
Then there's another thing too. If Jay-Z's so much backing this, where's the dialogue between Jay-Z and Kaepernick?
I think I know who gonna chime in.
Yeah. So how everybody doing? Everybody well. This is Robert T, the Players Rep. Now, there's so much to this to unpack, so I'm gonna go slow with it. But particularly, I talk about how this all played out and why they did what they did. That's the first question. Saturday, obviously, most workouts in the NFL scheduled for Tuesday with scouts and GMs, with most players that's their actual day off. Pretending to be on a Saturday, telling Colin Kaepernick where he had to do the workout at. Again, like I said before, the NFL made a calculated business decision. So when people have personal feelings about this, I definitely understand why. So I'm going to talk about Kaepernick's side and the business side of the NFL, what this is really about. So for Kaepernick, who basically, I felt like he's been done wrong and things like that, the NFL wanted to say, you have to do this workout this day, this amount of time, because we want to basically show you how we want to help get you back in the league. Even though it's short notice and Saturdays, it wasn't typical protocol. The NFL made a calculated decision when they brought in Jay-Z, and people don't remember Meek Mill before the season started, with Robert Kraft and his love affair with the 18 million followers on Twitter and Instagram and things like that, about criminal justice reform and all these different things. Turning to the season, when the season started, they had the concerts, beginning of the season, NFL 100, they had Rhapsody, Meek Mill performing, and since then you had a couple of t-shirts that Jay-Z put out. People in the industry started talking about, where's this Jay-Z at? Where's going on? Where's the criminal reform? I haven't heard anything about Malcolm Jenkins, nothing about the players' code, yada, yada, yada. All these different things the NFL said they're going to do initiative-wise. Now, when it comes to that, the calculated business decision that the NFL made was that most African Americans who, in particular, stopped watching NFL, when they said this event is going to be in Atlanta, well, one, who lives in Atlanta? Two, when they said that for that exact reason, they was thinking that Jay-Z and Meek Mill would basically recoup the actual fans that Colin Kaepernick had prior to Atlanta. That has not happened as of yet. And for that reason in itself, the NFL had to do something to save face and do something. Now, when it comes to Kaepernick's legal responsibility and situation,
Kaepernick was to take that event, take up that offer, he would essentially allow himself.
Hold on, right quick, Rob. Somebody got some background. If you're in the car or something, bro, just mute your phone until you're ready to talk again. I'm trying to figure out who it is. No,
it ain't me, huh?
Hold on, man. Dang, whose phone is that? Let me see. There we go. It stopped. Go ahead.
Okay. So now with that being said, is that when he signed that actual waiver, it's not just a waiver from, well, you get hurt, you get injured, you're responsible. He basically was given, and one of the terms is called indemnify, meaning holding harmless. So basically it's saying he did that workout, that no one at that workout that came responsible to offer him employment, and wasn't saying they're going to offer employment. And the fact that they wouldn't offer him employment, even though the workout might have been something where it caused him to get injury or look bad, he would not basically take suit against the NFL or anybody affiliated with the NFL associated in that actual event. So essentially, you would have shut his entire actual potential lawsuit case down with one pin before the workout even started. Now to put them out of the actual window in that situation. So once again, it's a situation where if the Kaepernick, like most athletes, unfortunately, don't read what's in the actual contracts and in between the lines, then you set yourself up for failure. However, now to my other point with this situation, the NFL is a private owned entity. So at the end of the day, there's 32 owners that literally have a business model that's set up to, at the end of the day, do what's best for their business. Any athlete that thinks that they care one way or the other about one man in particular, if they're deciding to stick, it would be going forward. But one thing is, Kaepernick, he could have did the workout that he did the way he did. But from my standpoint, when I talk about business, sports is not a game, sports is all business. You cannot tell 32 billionaires once the workout is over to stop running and stop being scared. And again, the reason why I'm making this statement is for athletes that look at this and watch, and young athletes going forward and coming up, there's a way you conduct yourself in business. If you want to be an activist, you can be an activist. But like anything else, when you go to work in that actual business you work for, the person that signed your check, you in no way, no how, no shape, any other employment field going to tell the person that signed your check, stop running scared, and you've been ready.
That's a
and
fact.
Basically put them under the spotlight where at the end of the day, they have to acquiesce to what you want. Again, there's ways to go about doing your business professionally. Now, from that standpoint, I'm not going to be the Stephen A. Smith of the world because the fact of the matter is I don't believe in, what do you want to call them, studio analyst people who never could do what Cap do. To tell him why he do what he's doing, he don't really want to play. I feel like most analysts nowadays, when we have these conversations, is about getting their likes and their followers based on arguing with people that they couldn't do what they do. It makes absolutely no sense. I put out a podcast today saying thoughts and opinions don't matter, which, including mine, do not matter. But perspectives and facts matter a whole lot, and everything in that.
Yeah.
So the fact is, for Kaepernick to not do the workout and do what he did, fine. Put your narrative out there. But then he messed that up by going back there and made it where he came out there with the Kente shirt. You gotta understand, man. There's a time and a place for everything. And so when the NFL had said what they said, they bleeped it out that Jay-Z was a part of this. That is the whole point. Jay-Z and Meek Mill was a part of the NFL business strategy to recoup the actual fans and stop watching the NFL based off of Kaepernick, which hence wanted them to have Kaepernick get a quote-unquote shot to come back. However, for them to do that, they wanted to make sure they didn't go back to another potential lawsuit from this situation and then have themselves going back to court to have to do another settlement with Kaepernick. And then that is the facts. That is the perspective. That is business 101. And so for those that are continuing to watch the saga, things of that nature, he will likely not be back in the NFL anymore because of all the things in a negative light that brings to it. And the NFL was hoping to have that cake and eat it too by bringing him back, but not have him to continue to create friction in between what they want to consider as the number one game in America.
So here's my question, Robert. Where's the dialogue if between the two camps? That's my whole thing. Like, I hear everybody else speaking for Jay-Z and speaking for these other people, but right out and saying anything. And even if they don't talk, like it's
don't play football. This is where, again, the NFL is not interested in any way what people think of having a political or having a social injustice campaign. The only reason why they stepped foot into this in the first place because of the situation with Kaepernick taking a knee, the spotlight that came along with it. That wasn't to say like, hey, this is what it is. You don't hear or see Meek Mill doing anything outside of what Robert people in Philadelphia.
Hey, Dre, I let people talk on my show, bro.
You
I don't talk that much. I talk
outside
enough
of what the
on the joints
NFL
I
and NFL
record.
wanted to do. Those are the guys that they wanted to put forth. But again, it was a mistake or miscalculation by the NFL, thinking that a lot of African American people only focus on and care about music, who can dance, who can sing, and talk about justice reform. At the end of the day, I'm an African American man. I first want to tell you, at the end of the day, probation and justice reform means don't get yourself locked up in the first place. I'm going to teach you that than how to get out of it. So the fact of the matter is that if you basically going to be someone that's going to do business with the NFL, there's not really a dialogue. It is their privately owned business that they pay their employees to do what they want them to do. And it is set up to basically continue to have cheap labor to fall in a certain line. That's why a lot of their contracts are already slotted. And they move on from you. They're not interested in making martyrs. They're not interested in making you, the athlete, bigger than what they quote unquote shield is. They're not interested in having you basically make themselves be bigger than what they are.
Yeah.
And for though any athlete that think if they ever go do that, they'll be sadly mistaken. But it's not just. And so athletes, again, and why I speak the way I speak regardless, because I really want young athletes and young up-and-coming people in this business to understand what this is all about. I posted another day, and I don't know how many of you guys follow me on Facebook, but my company, Pre-Post Game, in 2019, which is right now, in the history of sports, I helped create the only African-American operated and owned sports representation agency in the world. You're not going to hear Stephen A. talking about that. You're not going to hear First Take talking about that. The fact of the matter is, everything that I say that you guys see that I post, young people like me? Absolutely not.
Hell no, they
but
don't
I'm
like
not in
you.
it to make friends. But I'm not in it to make friends. What you can't argue with is with dollars and cents. And the fact is that when I operate as a business, you can't dispute what I'm saying because I'm not taking and making it a personal attack on you. I'm talking about what's best for the actual interest of the actual athlete, and no one can dispute that. It would be bad for their business to say, hey, you as one that generate, create, grow the revenue, and yet you don't know how to own, maintain, and grow your own. I created that for a 21-year-old African American owned and operated.
Facts.
So when I say I just have never been done in the history of the planet, you can't really talk to me about business in the NFL about certain things that I've done right in front of their face, right in front of their lawyers, right in front of their SLPA, and all they can sit back and say is, damn.
Hey.
So when I talk about what I'm saying is that from Kaepernick's standpoint, there's a way to go about his business, and he could have did it in a way to get things done. At the end of the day, he's not going to have the NFL support him back in the way he wants them to, but he's still a way to go about making the change he needs to by operating as a professional.
Hey,
and
so
that's what we continue to do over here.
So let me I didn't mean to cut you off. Let me go back. Let's go though to the biggest thing that everybody's questioning and have question marks about, and let's really discuss this. The waiver. What was the language in the waiver that was different than a normal? Well, I know the answer to this, but I'm just throwing out there. Does anybody know what the difference was that caused Kaepernick and his camp to not sign the waiver? You know, because like I said, like Stephen A. and those guys on TV, they do a great job of doing, you know, of feeding the masses, but sometimes they mislead the masses. And I felt like the waiver was totally getting leapfrogged of, that was the biggest hurdle. Part 7 of that waiver
because you got
was
guys
the biggest
out
hurdle.
there that's not that good at quarterback that can play, but yet you telling Kaepernick is not guaranteed employment. And so the fact is that he's even working out. You got guys that was retired that came out of nowhere, like Josh McCown again, or Ryan Fitzpatrick, the people that left, Matt Moore. But yet you're putting in the waiver, and I work out that even though you know you're better than them, you're saying by me working out here, and if you don't get hired, then you ain't gonna have no issue with it. And that's what was in the waiver. Even though I'm better than the guys out there. But if you try to work out, we're saying if we don't hire you, you good. You ain't gonna do nothing else. That's up to us.
Because basically,
and that's what is in the waiver that would have been a problem.
Yeah, basically looking at the waiver, I have it right here in front of me. The part 7 just basically was saying that if you have an issue with the NFL from this day forward, you have no legal action. Like nobody that you know, like basically like you signing your rights away if you really like. They put his feet to the fire. Not only was the workout last minute, and there was no transparency, like no communication between. Because usually when it's a workout that's going to take place, I've been through workouts. Usually your agent get a call, be like, "Hey, on this day next week, we're going to work him out. Is he available? We're going to get you a plane ticket, blah blah blah," and you work around logistics, and then you sign a physical waiver. Like if I blow out my knee, you're not liable. That's the waiver you usually sign.
Right.
And looking at this waiver, and like I said, for the folks see me streaming, I have it in front of me. Everything looked good until I got to number 7. And that's why I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, where did this come from?
Hey, Hawk.
Yeah.
Hey, Hawk. Max Kellerman tried to touch on that earlier, but Stephen A. Smith cut him off. They got into the waiver, and Max totally disagreed with what Stephen was saying about the waiver. Like, no, this isn't the same waiver. It is a clause in this waiver that just isn't right. And when Max tried to get into it, Stephen A. Smith cut him off.
Max is serving Stephen A. Shut the hell up, juice all good.
Yeah.
Well, that's personal. That's what he does. He attacks people personally, going back and forth instead of reporting news and journalism. Which the business of it is, that's what it is, and that's why
Stephen A. Smith made it seem like it was a normal waiver that everybody normally signed.
Yep. Stephen A. never seen a waiver, but he be talking about. Remember, a couple weeks ago, he was saying the wrong guy's name that was actually playing that week.
Oh yeah.
And the mom had to do a show like that. Who's who?
We ain't
like,
forgot.
bro, the dude on the bye week. He retired.
Max.
You talking about
Max.
Go ahead, B.
Max tried.
Man, you know he got that big check.
Hold on, let
He
B
got that
finish.
big check from ESPN.
Hold on, let B finish his thought. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Max tried to debate him on that clause. Poor Stephen A. He pretty much dominated the competition, and he pretty much gained up on Max. Woody gained up on him. They gained up on him, but he started trying to talk about it.
Hey, and
Max held his stance though.
And while we on that, dog, because you talk about Max, how they basically phased him out. And just think about this, man being talked about this off the air. Think about anybody that truly supported Kaepernick from day one, the ESPN that stayed by his side. Are they still there now?
Yeah.
No. Because
Mike Smith is gone.
Yeah.
See, again, it's not about him. He's the figure in this. And that's why I went back to my statement about doing things in professional business. Like, when you make it an emotional situation instead of dealing with it really is dollars and cents, and into that situation, then they're going to move on from you because you're affecting their bottom line. And that's the point. There's ways to go about doing it, but it's like I said, Stephen A. yelling or screaming and people paying them more money because that's what they want you to do. They don't want you to read the waiver. If you read the waiver and say to the media right then and there, like, I'm not going to go do this workout, and this is why. He would have served himself a lot better than sitting there saying, stop running scared.
Yeah.
People,
I didn't like that.
But now you done lost everybody.
I didn't
and
like
that's
that.
why everybody in this business that I'm in now, they don't like me, but I don't go in there and say, you know what, this shit, you really set up to a fresh
and that was And that was my thing about Cap, because I'm with Cap when he doesn't want to sign the waiver and because of the language. I'm with him moving it to a different place. I'm with him just wondering why I was on Saturday, but I just felt like if you want to have some type of empathy towards you can't come out in that shirt. And I know Max said the shirt doesn't mean anything, but when you wear the Fidel Castro shirt and that threw up a red flag, and now you get another chance to put up Kuta Kinte,
it means something.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to kind of play the game in that way because you still got your way. You got eight teams that follow you to where you at, and then you got your workout on. And then you say, stop being scared, start running. I didn't like that.
I've been ready for 3 years. Yeah, you threatening, you challenging them when they ain't out of that. They're not going. So again, the fact is, going back to being professional. No matter you play football, no matter what you do. There's nobody going to work right now, tomorrow, thinking that, you know what, I can't really stand my boss how they do, but you know what, I'm just going to say whatever I want to say, knowing I'm not getting that check at the end of the week. You ain't doing it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So don't watch sports and then be like, oh, let me do it like sports. No, it's business. It's entertainment. In this country, the order of what gets paid out is 1, Department of Defense, 2 is agriculture, 3 is entertainment. Which in particular, like I said before, African Americans, when talk about sports entertainment, generates more revenue than everything else. Yet we don't own anything, don't know how the business works, yet we continue to basically generate and then because you can't understand this is how this works.
Hey, does it feel like both sides basically created a publicity stunt that both sides don't have the intention of really working together?
Yeah, absolutely. I think both sides were at fault.
That's why I said black people live at. They wanted
I
those
feel
black
like-
people back to buy DirecTV.
I feel like Kaepernick, he had the opportunity to show up as a football player, but he showed up as an activist, and that's what they saw. Once he showed up with the Coach K shirt and the afro, it didn't make a difference how well he was going. Like you didn't see, you didn't really hear Stephen A. Smith comment about how well he worked out. You know what I mean? He couldn't get past what he saw physically, and that's what he focused on. And he just it was a bad card played by Kaepernick because he didn't show up as a football player. You know, he showed up as, stop being afraid. You know, we here. If he gave him all that, they just added on to it. And so now, did you watch the workout?
He looked good, man.
I think bits and pieces. He looked good. I think bits and pieces of it. He looked good. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I mean, I got to explain to somebody earlier. Like players have individual workouts all the time.
All the time.
What he did is nothing new.
Yo, what?
What he did is nothing new. Like,
Here's my thing. If like when people say the NFL was doing him a favor, getting his workout, blah blah blah. Like, think about it. Why would they do him a favor at week 11 when this whole time a team could
it wasn't about that.
Yeah, a team could have brought him in at any time
Probably
on a Tuesday,
right, without even asking questions.
Hey, look, Hawk, what I tell you earlier, this is the same league they gave to Marcus Russell to work out.
See, you made my point right there. The NFL, you talking about the NFL, how this went. The NFL will let you beat women, use drugs, sell drugs, run from the law, do this back and forth, do all what you want to do. What they now will not let you do is change the narrative of what their game and their product is supposed to be. That is the point. They're not going to let that happen. I want to go out of the area, but you can say Bill Cosby, say whatever you want to say. You can say Byron Allen right now with Comcast. This is corporate America. Kaepernick is a player who is going to age out regardless. So like I said, it wasn't about him working out the team. It was about making it look that way in Atlanta. Period.
It was about getting him to sign. It was about getting him to sign that waiver. They wanted him to sign that waiver.
Yeah.
That's what it was about. It was about that damn waiver.
The NFL got one agenda. They just want it to go away. The NFL wants it to go away.
When it couldn't go away because Jay-Z or somebody did something. That was when it got to the point where everybody, what's going on? We ain't heard or seen nothing since the beginning. And then, Jay-Z had something to do with it. Well, why did Jay-Z say something about it? But the Jay-Z did say something about, I'm disappointed he didn't do the workout. See, that goes to show you again, Jay-Z don't even know the old people.
Hey, yo, let me say this. Let me cut in right here about the Jay-Z piece. Can we just shut the hell up about trying to include Jay-Z and doing shit for Kaepernick and doing can we just look? Can we just look? Hold on. I know I'm a black man. I ain't cooning. I ain't buck dancing. I'm just keeping it thorough with y'all. Jay-Z is in the business of making sure he carve out his niche so he can become an owner. More power to you. Jay-Z ain't look. If Jay-Z legitimately got the NFL to do this workout for Cap, then his ass failed because he let them set Cap ass up with this part 7 of this waiver.
Exactly.
So let's not attach Jay-Z name to this because it was some damn tomfoolery. So look, Jay-Z, you're trying to become an owner, do your thing, player. That's you. But everybody shut the hell up. That's black. That want to say, well, Jay-Z helped him out. No, the hell he didn't, dog. If he helped him out, this is a backhanded help out because you almost had this man sign away his ability to demonstrate that it's been a collusion. They would have been absolved of anything.
Yep.
And we got to just chill out with that Jay-Z shit. Like, it's pissing me off. Like,
I told you it's not just even, it was Memphis Bleak too. I mean, not Memphis Bleak, I'm sorry, Meek Mill. But Bob,
I mean, 2000, you know, I feel about it. You inside. Everybody keep calling him an inside man, but I mean, how we got an inside man that got his own personal agenda?
Own personal agenda.
Speaking of that,
y'all do know Jay-Z is has a sports agency, right?
Huh?
Yeah, I know that.
Rock Nation.
So does Lil Wayne, and so does Kendrick Lamar. And I just said, like I said before, we created the first black owned and operated. Theirs are not black owned and operated. Jay-Z and Lamar do not know about sports, period. What they do know is that it's cheap, it makes more money to get athletes coming in with millions than putting guys in the studio. That's what they know. They know that I'm a rapper and these guys like me, so those signings I asked them to because they want to take a picture with me on a concert. That's what they know. That's why the NFL allows those guys to come in. That's why they put those guys at the forefront to be able to do what they need to do. So when Rihanna didn't do the Super Bowl and things like that, well, that won't be Jay-Z, and that won't be a couple other people in that situation. Because like at the end of the day, the same music guys we listen to when you go to a college football game, you know, trap music they talk about. You hear that music anywhere else when that school is doing business? No. They don't say nothing about it. But if you do it outside of the stadium when you're making money for them, oh, look at this guy, he's not a professional, It's business. That's why I said, man, everything that we take personal and get all hostile about, like the bottom line is that Kaepernick is trying to get a job from an employer. And therefore, you need to know what the job is that you're applying for and acquiesce accordingly. If you're not interested in that, that is your right, but you ain't going anywhere. And so for those people, again, you talk about how you make change in this league, and I'm going to say it again. First Black-owned and operated scenario, own agency where the agent
keep plugging the hell out of this joint, dog. That's what I'm talking about.
Something happened last year.
Yeah, Rob. Let the fools know Black-owned, goddamn. Let them know again, Rob. Talk your talk.
Owned and operated, and 21-year-old CEO. And basically, the next year, after that, where 99% of the other athletes are paying the agent something that happened last year, and the year after that, he is not. Only time his agent gets paid again is when his agent bring more money for him to the table. That's business. This is what this is. So you can continue to grow and talk about want to make change. You can't make change when you basically let everybody else who are using you to make money basically continue to help make money off you without you able to sustain your own money. So the fact of the matter is the same thing that happened with our guy. He plays the game, and all of a sudden his body is getting jacked up, and the NFL is giving him all types of problems. He's not going to be running around begging to play again. He's going to continue to move out his business because that's their business. And this is the way this country is.
Hey.
So anything else otherwise, you're not going. You're spinning in circles.
Let me throw this question out there. And I'll let you go, Darren. I just want to know from the folks that's looking in the stream, this is the question to them, and then the analysts, they're going to talk about their answer and also discuss what they want to discuss. What would they have done if they were Kaepernick? That's what I want to know from the people in the stream. Go ahead, Darren.
Okay. I was going to actually ask like a segue to something since I got Rob on the phone. But for answering your question, if there's already tape on me and they're able to sign a guy that's constantly having a drug problem and didn't play for a year and a half, not all the way to the Super Bowl, I wouldn't have went. If you wanted to see me that bad, you would have called me for a private workout. If you really wanted me that bad. It just, I already know like the optics kind of look crazy from the jump, but as Rob said, it's an employer. So if the employer wants you to do this, this, and this, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be employed by the employer. But I mean, honestly, for me, if I'm trying to be like I said, an activist, and I know this is going the opposite way, and they already have tape on me, I wouldn't win.
Okay.
And I probably wouldn't have my own workout either because there's already tape on me. You know what I'm saying?
Me personally, okay, I'm saying, like I probably would have did the workout due to the fact that I know they trying to see if I'm a man of my word when I say I'm ready.
Okay.
So therefore, like just to show y'all that hey, I'm going out here, I'm still working on my game. Like regardless, I might not be playing whatever, but if you do call my name, I'm ready.
Okay.
So I think that's why the window was so short. The turnaround was so short. Like, hey, okay, we're gonna give him a workout a week out. I mean, if you're not ready to do a workout, then therefore you were worried about doing from the time you were told. And you would look bad on tape. And then one of the first things you might have started saying was, hey, I got game tape, man. Why I gotta work out? Why I gotta do this today? Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like I agree with it all the way. I do remember again that contract again, it wasn't this football thing and this sports thing is not again, I always say sports is not a game. You can do it if you want to, but once you sign that waiver, they wouldn't let you work out whether you're ready or not, unless you sign that waiver. They're not interested if you're ready or not. They're interested to take away whatever other right you had in that situation as the employer and you being the employee. So you could have had a stellar workout. That wouldn't have paid your bills. It wouldn't have mattered. And you couldn't have turned around and said, well, you know what? They hold it against you. No, you signed that waiver. You gave up. But I mean, at the end of the day, but he didn't sign the waiver and he still worked out.
Exactly. So what he should have did is say, you know what? I'm going to do my own workout. I'm talking about professionally in a business situation. Get there, act like you're going to do whatever you do in good faith, read it, say my team has read this and my lawyers advised me that this still goes against what I want to do here. However, I still want to show that I'm ready for you guys. So we're going to go over here. I'm going to work out. I'm not going to go coach to Kente. I'm not going to say, stop being scared. We've been here. I'm going to say, hey, this is what it is. And y'all decide for yourself. I guarantee, and again, if he was working with me, that's exactly how it would have been talked about, put out there. Not this wild rock. Because again, the bottom line, at the end of the day, it ain't going anywhere. So when I say because you have a lot of status or a lot of money or a lot of fame, doesn't mean you understand really what you're getting yourself into. And again, you have 1,000 people out there telling Cap, yeah, Cap, with you, stand with you. They not standing with you because you play football. They standing with Cap for what he took a knee for. You got to understand there's different components to this that people want to support Cap but not like Cap for many different areas. Cap clearly don't understand that.
And you know what the difference is, too? You know the difference is, I mean, cut you off, like with Eric Reed, because people always say, well, Eric Reed got a job. Eric Reed wasn't very vocal. Like, he's not, like, he's vocal on social media and stuff, but he don't, well, we all know Cap is the head of the snake, first of all. Let's get that out there. Head of the snake quarterback. We know how quarterbacks are viewed in the NFL, but Eric Reed played a game. He go on social media, that ish, and he may be in his locker room, but he fall in line when it comes to doing, like, being at his job. They don't trust that Cap gonna fall in line.
It says that in the waivers. It says what your job is. You can't. It's like Antonio Brown might get his money because he didn't violate some of his contracts. And it's like language is in it. They don't care if you a jerk, you a straight part of my friend's a-hole. If you're doing your job under the context of what they hire you.
Facts.
Kaepernick is their bottom line across many different platforms to stream that other people like TV and marketing and advertising are not going to deal with. He's one man. He's thinking it about they could care less, man. The NFL, people think the NFL gives Cap. They can care less. Like I said, they let players that does things way more egregious than Cap keep a job. Hell, Greg Hardy threw a girl in a bed with like 17 assault rifles. And Jerry said, man, Greg, that guy is great.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's about literally upsetting their actual business model. And what Kaepernick has done, he's taking it outside of people thinking about the game of football. And that's a problem. He did it again in this workout. Whether we like it or not, you agree, disagree. That's why I said my thoughts and my opinions don't matter. Perspective and facts do. That's what the NFL is based upon. It's a bottom line business. They want him at the workout. And again, I keep emphasizing, they told him he got to come do it in Atlanta, nowhere else. Who lives in Atlanta? Black people. They want their money back.
Hey, man.
They made a miscalculation that Jay-Z and Meek Mill can recoup the people who left the game because of Cap. And they thought all they cared about is music and rappers. And they found out that people were more concerned about what Cap took a knee for, not because he was playing quarterback, but what he took a knee for, and stopped watching because of that. And the NFL is a bottom line revenue-driven business.
Hey,
that is it. That is the whole picture.
I got a question.
Knows about it.
I got a question for you. If Cap declined, so they, remember he had like 2 hours or so. It was, I forgot the time frame to agree to this workout. Just say Kaepernick would be like, nah, how about we just say, instead of this Saturday, let's do it Tuesday at a location that we comfortable with. Because a waiver wouldn't have to be involved. They do it on the location that they set, right? The only reason why the waiver was involved because it was on the property, correct?
Mm-hmm. And they had everything in there. So again, all that stuff belongs to the NFL, so they can disseminate it like they want to. They can cut it up. They can do whatever they want. But once again, if it's in Atlanta and they hear it's in Atlanta, the people gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Cap."
No. We got that. But I'm just, my thing is that I'm just trying to paint a picture for people, the viewers are listening and looking on YouTube and also Facebook, is that for a lot of folks, they just feel like Cap should have just submitted and did everything. And here's the thing that nobody's talking about, right? Say if Cap do what people are saying, just submit, sign the waiver, go work out, be a part of a team. That first national anthem, right? Say Cap stand for the anthem. We all know it's going to be another crowd that's going to come out the woodworks. We do know that, right?
They say that there's a lot of people that support Cap and go against him for many different reasons that he don't even understand. That's the point. They support him not because he played quarterback, not because he took a knee. There's many different reasons.
Like somebody's gonna get pissed off regardless. Somebody's gonna get pissed off.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Like it don't even matter. And so he says somebody this is a employment. He's not taking no chances on that.
Because somebody was like, you know, why if Cap really doesn't want to play, why is he staying ready? Like sometimes, man, you have that. Everybody has that part of their brain when they like, if you spiritual and you're a Christian, God gonna make a way. Let me do my part. You know what I'm saying? I believe. Trust the process. And then sooner or later, if it's God's plan or God's will, and look, I believe in God myself, and I'm not trying to mock it, but I'm telling folks, if I want to get back into the league, I'm going to use my faith to make me remain steadfast, pray, work out, because I'm going to show that just in case I get that call, I'm ready. Cap really wants to play.
Think about this, Carl.
Yeah, go ahead.
Carl, think about this. Think about the work, like you was in the NFL. Think about all that work that you put in from being damn near, what is it, AAU or whatever?
Yeah.
Think about going out. Sorry, my memory's bad, man.
No, you didn't.
I ain't started playing football until high school. Stay out the way. But think about, playing as long as you played just to get to the point, that you got to. You got all the way to the Super Bowl. You know what he's capable of. You don't want to just let that go. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, facts.
But because of the things that you took, you know what I'm saying?
He drew a line in the sand.
He had to sacrifice on him.
He drew a line in the sand, and he can't really back out now. Like, dude, he too deep in this to just be like, all right, y'all got me. I really want to play because, look, we're all making assumptions either way. But this assumption people always make, like Stephen A. You go work out, you would have had a job, or you go work out, and they further prove or concoct a narrative that you's trash. They make you sign.
How long would he have had that job? Think about that.
You know what I'm saying? It's like so many assumptions we can make.
Are we talking about, does everybody got, I think everybody has a job on his phone right now. If you got, they let you go in your job, what you gonna do? You gonna sit back and not have a job anymore? You gonna
go and that's my question too. Are the CFL team not calling him?
About the realities of the world. Like, hey man, this is corporate America. This ain't nothing new that Cap dealing with. It's because the sports is turning into fantasy. Like, bro, you gotta come to work dressed a certain way. You can't come in there all of a sudden and act wild. If they think you play football, they gonna change up what they do. It's not realistic.
I mean, in y'all personal opinion, if he just showed up looking the part and had a hellified workout and did everything that they wanted him to do you think they would have signed him?
Yes, they would have. You know why they would have?
They would have had a hell of a suit. He did. It would have been collusion, and I would have advised him to do exactly that. Because now I would have waited and let Jay-Z and them stick there and put all the way in their mouth till it came out their butt. And they hit them with a crazy lawsuit.
Here's the other thing.
Go ahead, Bean, finish.
Maybe it was a situation realistic for him, whether he did it the right way or whether he did it the way that he did it.
Yeah.
He's going to get hit either way.
He's going
to get hit either way.
I mean, and I still feel like even if he just got a job and suited up, he would have bigger problems than him because now everybody was watching whether he stands or he takes a lead in national anthem, or they don't even go paying attention to whether he even comes out the tunnel for that point in time. And it'll be interesting to see what his contract would even look like if he was to sign with his team.
They would have all that language. It'd have been all that language had been in there. That would have been the whole next step. He would have been sued or basically lost his money for that reason.
He would be back in a terrible form because they would have full control.
Bro, listen, they were calling him a sellout just for signing Nike.
They called him a sellout just for signing the NDA. They called him a sellout just for suing the NFL for lost wages for colluding. We got our own people calling him a sellout because he was going to get the wages which he deserved. We got our own folks. Like our own folks that just jump on. Like, look, y'all know I stay away from that. Look, hold on. Y'all know I stay away from that coon talk stuff. I don't do all that buck dancing talk. I don't go that lane. But Cap ass, and I'm just being honest with you. Cap ass would have got goddamn killed if he would have submitted, signed that waiver, worked out, signed with an NFL team, and stand up for the anthem. His own people would have killed him worse than the white folks doing for disrespecting the flag, and I stand by that. He be getting smoked right now.
Yep.
smoke.
Yeah.
And his old lady would have
He
left
sure would've.
because she would have fell under the peer pressure.
Yeah.
She would have left his ass. I'm telling you, we worse than our own. We worse than the other side when it comes to the vitriol we throw out. You crazy? He would have got killed. So when people say he should have just submitted, think about it now. Our own folks ain't gonna ride for us. They would have killed him.
They pushing out.
And then that's when you
pushing out.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Hey, Nike getting their money because they pushing out an Air Force One, Kaepernick Air Force One.
And Nike also sponsors the NFL uniforms, and one of our guys got a royalty check today for Nike. Because Nike doing their business, they can care less about who feels what. They had Colin as an athlete, and they sat back and waited till he got the all-time high. People wouldn't be watching the NFL anymore. They came out with a Colin Kaepernick jersey, and black jersey at that.
Facts.
That's business.
Facts.
They played on both sides. It don't matter to them. That's what I was saying to Kaepernick.
And Colin not dumb. Colin not dumb. As long as he maintains his activism.
When people stop the commercial where they put Venus and Serena and Roger Federer, they've gone out. What did you need for? They put the commercial out, and everybody went out the next day and bought the Nike jersey.
And so through all this yet again, in this Kaepernick situation was being lost in translations, not being discussed, is that he looked good in his workout. And I told folks, it don't goddamn matter because it was against air. If he looked good, he's supposed to look good. If he would have looked bad, you know he's some trash because you was looking bad versus air. So I told folks, he's not a typical quarterback. That's like taking Lamar Jackson through an open workout. You're wasting your damn time. You get your true evaluation for a quarterback like Cap and Lamar Jackson when you put their ass behind the line and say, go, the rush coming. Do something. Throwing on air for a dude who complete less than 60% of his past career doesn't do meat jack. Run some sprints. Do some agility drills. Let me see your legs. You've been doing legs or upper body. Let me see that. Pause. I don't care what you like. Come on, man. We talking about Kaepernick. When somebody say he doing a workout, he throwing for what? Who you not known for throwing?
Listen, I got a great question for all of y'all. This is gonna mess your mind.
I got a question.
Okay, I'll wait viewers.
Go ahead.
Well, let me go real quick. Y'all say Kaepernick, and now again, this hit us out real quick. Do you think the NFL is in love with the fact of who Russell Wilson is? And I'll answer this, and I'm gonna break that down.
No. Before you ask everybody to break it down, because it might not come back to you, go ahead and share your view right now, bro, because you've been waiting.
Because the fact is this, Kaepernick, and you're talking about how things were, and I talked about, again, I can say I was one of the only people that said Lamar was going to be a first-round pick a couple years ago. That ain't on ESPN.
JaVale said it too, though.
We're talking about Russell Wilson, who is the highest paid player, right, in the NFL, who is not going to be an African-American quarterback, who did not get drafted in the first round, wrote his own ticket, married Sierra, doing all these different things, ambassador this, ambassador, happening to African-Americans. Which now you have Lamar and Colin Murray and all these other guys running around. Doesn't play. Hell, Archie Streets have a job right now. By the way, Russell is doing his due diligence of being a rich. Like I told you, NFL's a bottom line business.
Yep.
They don't care if you white, black, yellow, or green. They care about what you bring in to the table for them.
Facts.
If you do that, you will get out of your way, and they will actually push you to the forefront. And Russell ain't going out the way, talking his job, doing that great. He's doing what Russ, dangerous.
He's in the OJ lane.
Branded. He runs stuff. He owns a team. He's the highest player in the league. He told the Seattle Seahawks, "I don't give me my money for now, or I'm not doing it."
He went about it the right way too.
He ain't got nobody saying nothing to that man.
He's strong on their ass. He did. Russell's strong on.
Again, understand the business that you're in. You can go far in this. And like I said, how you go about doing it, it's already been done. Here's the reason that African-American quarterbacks has basically been moving forward and get to the forefront now in that situation.
Hey, yo,
because the NFL wanted to go black all of a sudden. He produced, he did it at a level of professionalism that
he got that ring already too.
Jamarcus Russell, they gave you a tape and it wasn't there. They gave you a tape, it was blank tape, and Jamarcus said, I'll throw the blitz package.
Don't throw Cam in there. They get Cam ass out of here.
Because Cam acted a fool.
Yeah, he acted a
when
fool.
he had an opportunity to do what he did. And
There's
that's
only
what
one
I'm trying
Russell
to say.
Westbrook,
There's a
Cam.
blueprint to this. There's a blueprint for this.
Hey, yo.
And now you can see Dak doing what he's doing. Dak, man, when Cam actually
Dak, get your money, Dak.
It wasn't about black and white. They took the Oreos commercial from Cam on Tuesday and gave it to Dak on Wednesday.
Facts.
Sure did.
And Dak took that thing and ran with it. Salute to you, Dak.
So my point, and he's still running with it. So what I'm saying is that you gotta understand, man, the NFL, like any other organization, you can say about this, that it's a bottom line business.
Hey, I got a question for you. I got a rebuttal.
We know
I got a
it's bottom
rebuttal.
line business. Can we change the business though? Can we change the business?
Shake and bake in the building. Shake and bake in the building.
Can we change the building? Can we change the business? You know, like that, maybe that's the problem.
You
Maybe
can't
we
change corporate America. That's
can't change the business.
corporate America is
That's the
something
problem. So we got that's not acceptable.
It's passed for generations. It's hard to change the building when it's passed down.
It's corporate America, man. This thing is deeper than anything you talk about. Any ball you throw in, kick. It's corporate America. So you got to know how to work in corporate America to sustain growth in it. It's as simple as that. That's why I keep saying, athletes want to be multimillionaires and pro athletes. Got to understand business from day one. If you try to work for 15 years to get to the pros and all they're going to get a check with 7 zeros, and you don't understand tax code, cost of living, insurance, you screw, because everybody in the sun is sitting there laughing, getting ready to take you to the house so you can go play your Madden 2020 when you got drafted. You know how I know? I've been doing this every day of the week for the last 15 years. And the ones that keep ended up broke, that nobody talks about no more.
Colin, what up, dog?
All of Alabama's guys and Rich just said and all these other dudes, it's because of that exact reason. And that's why I mentioned Russell
I got a
Wilson.
curveball.
Like I said again, he ain't did nothing crazy.
I got a curveball for y'all. I got a curveball. So my dog Jeff just threw goddamn gasoline on this fire. He said that Russell Wilson got the OJ lane. I'm just throw that out there, and then we get to this next one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. He's safe. He's safe.
I went with the OJ lane is.
Hey,
making money.
I'm not black. I'm OJ.
Hey Jeff, what's the OJ lane? They said you gotta. He got to add on in there. Hey, hold on. Then I got a curveball.
You want to run around like I said, like Cap right now, arguing about waivers, or basically be the highest paid player in the league, minding your own business, winning Super Bowls, going to Super Bowls, marrying a superstar wife, and that makes you OJ. Like I said, you can't ever appease certain people because he ain't running around with his hand up in the air on me. He ain't doing stuff. I gotta say, the reason why all these black quarterbacks getting jobs.
Hold on. I got a question. I got a question. We're gonna stay on this theme. What do you think would happen in the universe if this took place this season? Stay with me. I'm gonna throw another curveball. Russell Wilson. Hold on. Russell Wilson is the Offensive Player of the Year. Lamar Jackson is the MVP. And Colin Murray is the Rookie of the Year. What would happen in the universe if that took place?
They're gonna start a new rule where you can't scramble or something. No, they had the Tom Brady rule. No, they're gonna do anything. They're gonna be out.
What's gonna happen is one is gonna be MVP, and then the other guy, the Caucasian running back, gonna be Offensive Player of the Year. So again, White Panther. Christian McCaffrey.
That's my dog, though. Let's go, C-Mac.
That's my dog. That's my team.
So if Russell Wilson's OJ, then what is Christian McCaffrey?
Jason Sehorn. Jason Sehorn.
That's the problem with him being a black white running back.
He Bobby Sura from Florida State back in the day. He Jason Sehorn from back in the day.
That's my point. You can't
So Jeff said that. Jeff answered you, Rob. He said and I'm reading what Jeff said. He said, "I'm not black. I'm OJ. Russell Wilson is what they want us to be. Before the BS, what could OJ do wrong?" So basically, Russell is the perfect model for an African-American quarterback. Basically, how Donovan McNabb was as well with Philadelphia.
I'm confused. That would be like a negative connotation.
Yes, it is.
I know it is. That's my point. That's the problem I got. That's what people think.
I got a problem.
You put wrestlers that acting like you want to do something different. It ain't no other way. It's corporate America. That's what he's saying.
We want to have the Muhammad Ali's that people weren't, and it had no difference to them though.
Yeah.
Do we need the Muhammad Ali's or we need more OJ?
Let me say this real quick about this situation. you do realize most African American people that people celebrate usually happen once they dead, right?
Yep.
I do know that.
Yep.
All right, so since y'all know that, let me explain something. I'd rather not be dead before I get my name celebrated. Y'all can keep on.
Get your flowers.
I'm going to control the narrative.
I got another question too,
I have
though.
to move it a certain way and bring people up. I understand.
So what is
This is the reason why all these guys are black quarterbacks and nobody's talking crazy. The right way. It's the number one draft pick last year with Colin Murray. He's 5'8" and he's black. That ain't
So what do y'all think about Lamar Jackson then? Because Lamar painting his own narrative, basically, you know what I'm saying? He's not going out there like
with the Men's Society blacks.
Yeah.
With the old dog blacks.
Russell did this. Russell's the reason why they look at it this way. That's why I said again, it's the bottom line business. When the NFL looks at these quarterbacks,
you're right, bro.
They make the position change where you say, okay, quarterbacks are white, centers are white, middle linebackers are white. And they did that because most of those guys are the ones that call the play the defense. They try to have a conversation that African Americans wasn't smart.
Preach.
That's how they started. Russell Wilson came and did what he did, and no matter what the situation was, whether he threw the pick, still moving along and doing what he got to do. I repeat, highest paid player in the National Football League. You know who's the highest paid player all time? Eli Manning. You know why? Keep your mouth shut and do the job.
Shut the hell
You
up.
make all the things you talk about Eli all you want.
Hey, can you imagine there was a black dude, if Eli was a black dude when he got benched last year and broke his streak? I know that's bad.
Exactly.
If Eli was black, would he have not got drafted by the Chargers?
Again, there you go.
Damn, second base. That's a good point.
I want to make it about the money.
This is why I missed you, Shake.
That's a good point. Damn it.
Shake,
He wouldn't have been with the Giants if he was black. He would have stayed his ass.
I miss Shake, man.
Hey, yo, Shake, welcome back.
Man, hey, but I got a question.
Yo.
I got a question for Rob, though.
Go ahead.
Because I remember a podcast not too far long ago. We were talking about Tua and Nick Saban, right? And it's funny how things have came down the line. So I kind of want to know what your opinion is, and how he has his draft insurance. So I kind of want to go in that too, because I don't fully understand that side.
There you go. Good segue. Great segue. Go ahead. My fault.
Yeah,
he lost a whole lot of money. And what I said when Tua, and I was and everybody, when you are a college athlete, you keep saying amateurism, but the dumbest thing you can do is jeopardize hundreds of millions of dollars for a hat, t-shirt, banner, and a fight song. I get the message at all. Tua is a one-word name that everybody knows and understands. This is not a business where it's long-term or a career where you can't get injured. The fact is that you had 3 surgeries in your time in Alabama. And again, for a high ankle sprain, they seen what you did against LSU. You were still hobbled. The fact that this man put you back out there against harm's way again with 35-7 is why I said, when I said before, that he should never on this podcast play another down for Alabama again. And because he did, he won hundreds of millions of dollars because you played 7 years in an NFL quarterback to your first contract and your second in today's market. That's over $100 million in cash for QB. Not to mention from his market stand. That was facts information. Like I said, my thought and my opinion. So if you, Tua, enjoy playing for Nick Saban in college so much that you feel like you can actually give up $200 million and go do something else and be happy in life, God bless you. I'm not that guy. So people keep chasing around and acting like they got other things they can do and understand that, you know what, he should have did this, he did that. No one in this room or anyone with common sense would say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and jeopardize $100 million and put it all on red tonight. If you do, you need to have some psychiatric help. And that's keep going on in actual college with these coming kids. So again, you talk about insurance. No, Alabama didn't work in insurance that they could. They never do. None of them cover these athletes in the amount of coverage they should be covered for. But yet they're paying.
So that's my question. What is the draft insurance? What is that? Yeah, what is that? Okay.
The draft what?
He said something, I guess a story today talking about, I guess, draft insurance as far as...
So it's what you call a loss, is LOV and PTD. LOV stands for loss of value insurance, and PTD is permanent disability. PTD kicks in when you actually can no longer ever play the game of football again. It is covered by what they call the Lloyd's in London. Lloyd's in London covers everybody in the world pertaining to an insurance provider where they talk about the coverage for these actual, what they call products. In particular, when it comes to Tua, even if he had an insurance policy, which is when I say he had $2 million of PTD insurance, that only equates to the school paying approximately about $4,000. Loss of value means that once you project it at a certain level based off of where you at, the school or you can get insured up to the amount that the loss of value will cover if you got hurt. So him being projected a top 5 pick, which is about $34 to $36 million in the next year, 2020 NFL draft, that loss of value policy says that he fell past that certain plateau, that he would be able to basically file a claim and collect on that insurance money. However, there's stipulations in this. One, most of these schools do not fill out the paperwork the way they're supposed to the right way, which again, I always say this is business, the conflict of interest. The school does not want you to know how much you two have been hurt. Therefore, he's now taking painkillers and stuff that can get him hooked like Brett Favre, but they're not saying that.
Yeah, because
talking about in college with 100 guys, he's a game time decision. Oh, but I thought he was a student athlete. Two, pertaining to that situation, once you actually have to file that claim, and they find that something on that paperwork is not right, your claim can be denied. So the fact, the safest thing that Tua could have did when he came into this year, besides having an insurance policy, is when he did get injured, to sit down and rest his skill his body. That is his decision.
he had no business in the LSU game. It's no business being in there.
No, he didn't. I said that before. That was for Nick Saban. And for this, I'll tell you guys this now too. For this reason, for that reason alone, Alabama will not make the playoffs. So once again, when I say pay the players, no pay, no play, the fact that Tua is not playing, Alabama will not make the playoffs simply because he's not there. They're going to show you how much they care about Nick Saban in Alabama without their star player. See, that's the point. Everybody's talking about how Alabama is not this and not that. The reality is Nick Saban has led the last first-round quarterback out of Alabama was Richard Todd in 1971. His greatest quarterback he ever had was A.J. McCarron and Greg McElroy. Yet y'all still expect when this man tell you to do something, you're supposed to listen to him. This is what I talk about the TV and the narrative, not to understand the business that you in. Nick Saban, if you're an NFL player or a college player want to go to the NFL, and that's what you're trying to go, do you realize the NFL players ran Nick Saban ass out of the NFL, never to return? Because he treats you like trash, talks to you like a dog. You only can get rid of that in certain places in the country. Alabama as an African American is one of them.
It's one thing about the insurance policy that you forget though. The school doesn't just flat out offer you that insurance policy.
They don't offer it.
If the player, if you don't come asking for it, then you're not even be considered.
That's the point. But then they ask for it, they're trying to tell you
we don't even know if Tua has an insurance policy or not.
No, that's not true. I know, but
he hasn't. Okay, I'm just saying that.
I know, but I can't really say. You got. But I said I'm the players' rep. But I said I'm the players'
You gotta give us a hot take.
I know that everybody are. I know that all that. Listen, when I said before Tua should play another down for Alabama, I wasn't saying it because I got my feelings inside. I'm not representing this point. I'm saying from a player's standpoint, the pros and the cons, the risk and the rewards is what I advise on only. Even if he has an insurance policy that's covered $10 million, a top 5 pick as a quarterback is making 35. So I'm going to risk 35 for 10. Once again, these people don't care. This is what they got a word for. It's called next man up. Every one of us have heard it before. It sounds horrible to be the next man up.
It's some dude that had an insurance policy.
It's called the Venmo.
But you get it's apples to oranges. What I'm saying is that either he had an insurance policy. I'm not saying he did, he don't. What I'm saying is that he don't have the coverage to cover what he has lost financially at this point. If you look at it from terms like stocks and bonds and mutual funds, if you basically are an investor or things of that nature, and all of a sudden you basically invest in stock, say the stock is oranges, like oranges come in Florida, that's fine. But if you all of a sudden invest and you put all your money into in Florida, and in January, you lose all your.
Why? You going in and out? Is he just going in and out to me, or is everybody? They booted us. I knew it was gonna happen. So usually BlogTalk Radio sometimes boot you. Yeah. So we got booted, but I'll still keep talking for a little while. Hopefully they just join the stream. Sometimes you get booted, man. It happens. And I wasn't supposed to be here for an hour anyway. So maybe my wife called them too. But yeah, man, that was some good info that Rob was talking about with Tua. It's unfortunate that Tua got injured. It's unfortunate that he was out there too long. My thoughts about the situation, I think any coach is going to play his starter in a game like that, maybe for a quarter, 2 quarters, because they got smashed versus LSU. So you want to make sure you get back in the groove of things. But yeah, man, it's unfortunate that he got hurt. And from what we've been told is that Tua flagged him and wanted to stay in and work a 2-minute drill. Then he got hurt on like a freak accident. And I see a lot of folks saying, yo, you should pull him down. And a lot of times we always get mad when a kid doesn't want to play. So that takes you back to like the kids who sit out bowl games, right? Or the kids who like Bosa just say, you know what, I ain't coming back this year. I need to get ready for the draft. And a lot of folks talk bad about those kids, man. And yeah, during it cut off, man. BlogTalk be, it be iffy. So yeah, it is what it is, bro. But we got an hour in. But that's why you see a lot of these young men now sitting out the rest of the season when they have these injuries and not trying to battle back so fast. And that's why I always tell folks, yo, be cautious of like really dissing these young men for using their business acumen. Because it is a business. Everybody has dreams of playing on the next level. It's not about leaving your teammates out to dry. You got to be selfish in a sense. You do. Everybody's selfish when it comes to their profession. Like we all are. Point blank, period. We're going to do what's best for us and our family, which you should. You should always do what's best for you and your family. Yes, your teammates are your family, but they're going to tell you, do what's best for you. And you have to, because you can jeopardize your future earnings by falling in line and doing what a consumer who wants to be entertained is telling you. They don't understand because the consumer is being selfish in himself. They want to see you play. They pay season tickets to see you play. So they're using their selfish card for you to play. They're using the guilt trip to make you play. So that's where the fine line is. That's why you have people having issues with Kawhi Leonard, because the consumer wants to be selfish because they paid their hard-earned money based off who's on the roster, and you're a part of the roster. So unless you're hurt and have proof that you can't play, they will suck it up that you're missing games. But if you just trying to miss games to better help the franchise later on in the season, in the moment they're going to be mad. But like I told you, you're not going to see any Raptor fans saying they were mad at the games that Kawhi Leonard sat during the regular season last year because they got the ultimate prize. It worked out. Hindsight is 20/20. We live in the moment right now. So that's where we at, man. Coaches get paid hella bucks. People get mad that a player wants their likeness. Then you got a guy like Tua that gets hurt. They saying, well, he got the insurance policy. It shouldn't matter if he had the insurance policy. At the end of the day, we should give guys the ability to make money off their likeness. That's just being a human. Like if you walking up and down the street right now and you Joe Blow, you can make money off your Joe Blow name. If you're a regular student, you can make money off your name. But people just get caught up in just seeing the athlete and things got to be fair and how is this person going to get paid? They don't ask professional athletes that. They don't say, hey, Aaron Rodgers, you got a State Farm endorsement. How come they're doing the practice squad ain't got one? Don't nobody ever say that, but they just only do that in college. Oh, we got to make it fair. We got to make it fair. Fair, 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 fair. And then you get in the real world, what's the first thing they tell you? Life ain't fair. Appreciate you, night. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So with this Tua situation, man, it's a sticky situation because what up, Dre? It's a sticky situation because I don't know the history in his body. Like he's been beat up. He had the ankle surgery. Yeah, you probably want to sit him out and just want to make sure. You know what I'm saying? With the history he's had. He's been injury prone. He's been beat up. Dude been coming back quick, trying to perform for you. You got a cupcake game. You might want to sit him. Now that I think about it, I probably would have sat him. I would have gave him like a preseason series, 1 or 2 series. But it's just unfortunate that his hip and his nose got broke. But he seemed like he in good spirits. He may be back. He probably be back another year now. He got to prove that he could bounce back. Or you could run the risk of seeing what NFL team could draft you and rehab while you're getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Darren, you talk about Paul George. And so that's going to be the amazing thing. So you got Paul George coming back from an injury. Are you going to load manage? Like, you could even off the load management with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. You got 2 stars. Just think about the Lakers, right? Why am I out of focus? Just think about the Lakers. Anthony Davis is known to get injured and miss. Don't be surprised, yo. They win about 35 games real quick. Then they start to taper back on what he does. That's the great thing about having Dwight Howard on the roster. Dog, real talk. As much as people joke Dwight Howard, he still could go. And that was a great pickup. Because you could really just say, yo, chill out, Ant. Dwight, get increased minutes. Because Dwight been playing well. You got that insurance policy having Dwight Howard there. Also, JaVale McGee as well. LeBron been playing out of his mind. He got a point to prove. LeBron can't take no breaks this year. He opened his dumbass mouth and said he wouldn't practice no load management. So LeBron, you don't play 82 games. We don't want to see you rest at all. You the one that jumped out there. You can fake and say you got a sprained ankle or hurt hamstring or something, but you messed around and fell for the 52 fake out too. Talking about you ain't gonna sit out unless you hurt. I mean, yeah, come on, Brian. You took some breaks with Cleveland with your little back. Ain't nothing wrong with taking breaks, bro. Ain't nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Hey, man, live show. Possibly you could do it Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that. We might do another one Wednesday. Don't hold me to it. But I definitely gonna put out more episodes. I probably chopped this one in half because we went over an hour, and people don't like podcasts unless you got the Joe Budden podcast. But even they cut theirs up too. So I probably cut up in 2 parts. You feel me? And stagger it just to give people a little break. Because when people see a whole hour, they be like, "Oh my God, I can't. Oh, that's too much," you know. But yeah, man. We didn't get a chance to talk about the Mason Rudolph. He got fined $35,000 for his part in the fray. That ain't some old BS, man. Oh, so LeBron did it in Miami. If that ain't some old BS, you gotta be kidding me. But I'll holler at y'all, man. Peace, be easy. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Sorry about the Blog Talk Radio, but it happens. All right, I'm out.